Hey guys, Augie here and welcome to the channel. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and in this video I want to share with you guys my Fireball Hydra build. It's really strong, and if you like burning stuff down and just setting the world on fire, this is the build for you. As you can see in the background play, I just have Hydra up and everything is exploding all over the place because of how Fireball works once you actually put it in the enhancement slot, which I will show to you guys and explain to you how the full build works in this video. But before I get into it, if you guys can drop a like and a sub, it helps me out so much. And without further ado, let's hop into the video. So let's open up our skill tree, expand this on up so I can show you guys how this all works. We pick up Frostbolt, Enhanced Frostbolt, and Glinting Frostbolt just for a little bit of vulnerable and chilling and CC and mana regen. Nothing major, you could really pick up whatever you want. You don't actually need anything except Hydra. Plot twist. Okay, moving on, we pick up Fireball. This is actually one of the main sources of the damage of how the enhancement works later on. I'll show you guys, but we want to rank up Fireball to rank 5. You don't have to do this straight away, especially if you are still leveling. Only pick up like 1 or 2 points into this and then you can max it out at a later point. And we pick up Enhanced Fireball and Destructive Fireball, just some more damage and crit damage over there in AoE. And then moving on, we actually pick up Teleport 1 point and Ice Barrier, we pick up 1 point, or Ice Armor with Enhanced Ice Armor and Shimmering Ice Armor. This has a chance to freeze enemies every time you hit them while Ice Armor is active. It's a nice little CC thing for elites. It's not like they survive anyway, but if they do get frozen for those 3.13 seconds, they're pretty much dead anyway. Or you could actually go for this one over here to increase your survivability. Once the game actually gets harder later on, it'll just increase your barrier of Ice Armor with all the damage you do to vulnerable enemies. It's a nice little thing there, you can just swap between what you need. And then we actually move on down to Hydra. This is the big boy that just kills everything, and every build should be using Hydra in my opinion. It's really busted, really strong. But anyway, you pick up 5 points in Hydra. Again, you don't have to max this out straight away. You can max it out later, but I would suggest maxing this out first before Fireball. And then we go Enhance Hydra and Summon Hydra, just more damage over time. We can actually switch to this Invoked Hydra later on once we do get some more crit. Well, I'm actually working on another crit build that will focus on the Hydra, but for this one, we're just getting pure raw burning damage all the way. And then we come on down. Oh, I actually missed a point there for you guys. You want to put 3 points in Glass Cannon. That 3 points you can really put wherever you want. I just love more damage and I don't really care about taking more damage because we barely ever take damage with this build, because the best defense is a strong offense. Kill them before they kill you, right? So we don't really take much damage, and barrier and the range, and it's really good. Glass Cannon, I think, is one of the best passives or skills in the game so far. Same as in D3, Glass Cannon is always there. And then moving on, we have Inferno with Prime Inferno as the last little thing there to finish off the build. Again, you don't need Prime Inferno, but I love having the massive snake just pull everything in. It looks really cool, and it really actually helps you delete elites. As you guys see in the beginning of the video, when I actually pulled all those elites together and just melted them all together. Really strong and pretty cool ability to have. And that is how I have spec'd my build with the points I have available. And then what else we got to talk about? Oh yeah, let me show you guys enhancements. You press S, you can actually bring up these, but then enhancement over here. At level 15, you get a quest to go and do for your Sorc, which will unlock these slots. You guys should go and get that immediately, because you can put skills in here and it will give you a passive, something different. Each skill does something different, as you see at the bottom there, an enhancement effect, which shows you what they all do. So if you want a cheat death, putting Flame Shield in there will give you a cheat death every 2 minutes. But what we're going to actually do for this build, what I reckon is like one of the best enhancement for Sorcs, is Fireball. When you kill an enemy, they explode in a fireball for 50% of its damage. That's why we actually stack up Fireball as high as we can, and we try and boost Fireball's damage with a lot of other stuff as well, because this does crazy amounts of damage. As you see, it just clears out mobs instantly. When the Hydra kills one thing, it fireballs the next thing. And then the Hydra kills that one, and then there's like 2 fireballs at the same time, and then it's just like a chain reaction pretty much. It's like Exploding Palm from D3 Monk. It's really strong, really fun, and that is what this build is actually revolved around, is that enhancement effect there with Hydra. So let's hop into the armor. Last but not least, you just want to stack intellect as much as you can. So yeah, I have quite a bit of intellect. If you want to know how to actually get the best armor pieces, I have a video coming up pretty soon on how the Oculus guy works to actually get all your armor pieces legendary with a lot of main stat on them, so stay tuned for that. But what we are using here is a bunch of things. The only real things that affect the build is this over here will give you damage to your core skill when you use basic skills. That's a little bit of damage over there, and this is another little bit of damage. When you have a barrier up, increases your damage, and that as well reduce the mana cost of your core skill when you use a basic skill, so Fireball and Frostbolt. But then this over here is the bread and butter really. This is the only aspect that I would say you actually need 100%, is you may have one additional Hydra active, but the duration is reduced by 20%. Duration doesn't really matter anyway, because you can summon the Hydra, it has no cooldown, and the mana cost is really cheap, so you can pretty much summon it all the time. And when you do summon a Hydra, there'll actually be a little counter on there, so you can see how many Hydras you have up, or you could just look on the battlefield. But if you put one up somewhere and you're running away, you can actually see when they run out by seeing over there if there's a 1 or a 2, depending on how many Hydras you have up. So that is really all there is to the build, and the rest of my things is just damage reduction. So that's damage reduction, there's a barrier, so I guess that's more damage as well with the other legendary, giving us increased damage when we have a barrier. And that's a little bit of move speed over there, and that's again move speed with teleporting. So all of those are quality of life. Main thing you need is this on the Hydra, and an easy way to get these gloves is to actually go and gamble at the Obol vendor. So go do public events, you get a lot of Obols, and you come to the vendor in the town. Let's see if I can find it for you guys. This guy over here, the purveyor of curiosities. Or if you're in Crovershed, the main city, he's actually around this area over there. I don't know why nothing is showing up, it's probably bugged. But yeah, he is around this area there. So that's where you go and gamble away. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. I hope you guys found it helpful. If you did, please drop a like and a sub, it helps me so much. And I'll catch you beautiful people in the next one. Augie saying out.
Run free and dive into the sky. Hear the wind crying